Good evening, Toronto Blue Jay fans. So the Toronto Blue Jays pick up a victory over the Chicago Cubs, 5-3 tonight at the Rogers Center. Now, coming into this game, former Blue Jay Marcus Stroman, drafted by the Jays, making his return to the Rogers Center now. I know there's a lot of mixed feelings about his time here and his play, and maybe he rubbed some fans who I think of some fans the wrong way. For me, he was a bright spot in the up and coming years, sort of so to speak, the contending years for the Jays. And yeah, it was well received by the fans. Now to the game itself for the Jays, they were looking to win their second straight over the Cubs. Now for this team, I think I can speak for everyone when I say that baseball and sports in general has a way of reminding you and humbling you in that there's no shortcuts to, success. And that humbling came at the hands of the past weekend sweep at the hands of the Angels. So Jays were reeling a bit, some injuries, guys in and out of the lineup, defensive miscues. For all that it was, the Jays were not going to be denied tonight. And they came on the mound with their guy to start, Gosman, who was solid through five. Gave up a couple of bloop hits. Cubs, it seemed like they were able to make contact. And though he did fan six, he had a solid, decent outing in my eyes. And as they turned it over to the bullpen, what you're seeing with this team, they were able to make the best of the situation and hang on. And for starters, Teo and Vlad going deep was huge. For Teo, I understand that had to be huge in that spot to give them a burst. You saw it with Jansen the night before. For Teo, with regards to his coming off the injury, and a lot of it is attention to details for this team, need to be there. As I think it was reported, you saw today, Bo and Matt Chapman working on the field, working on the defensive. Attention to detail is so key because of all the, the stakes are high. Let's face it, these games are so meaningful, so important. So the Jays pick up a, critical win tonight as they march on down the stretch of the season. And yeah, the motivation's there. All they need to do is look at last year, as I've harped on before. So huge W for the Jays tonight. They keep pace in the wild card, remaining at third spot. And for what it's worth, I think the consensus is, how bad do you want it? And you saw it with what Snyder said as a manager, filling in for Charlie. He's not a rah-rah guy, but he finds ways to motivate this team, motivate these players. It's guys at the top of the order, having confidence, continuing to drive in, manufacture runs any way you can, because these wins are so critical. And those matchups I'm looking ahead to Baltimore and Tampa, those series are going to be, huge in terms of where this team ends up. And if they want to get to where they want to go, like I said, the attention to detail has to be there and focus every night. So good for the Jays. They move on to tomorrow, try and get the sweep. If you're coming across the channel or whatnot, if you're a fan, whatever team you root for, I welcome all fans. Give me your takes on the game and where you feel, where you see the Jays as they stand, and go from there.